That's super interesting. Oh, you've been doing some homework on Robert Whittaker. What you got for us? Lots of things. Okay, great, lots. Looking forward to hearing. Tell them about it. First of all, well, let's admire this man for going 10 rounds with Romero, who is an absolute savage. And we see his takedown defense. If you can stuff the takedown of Romero time and time again, or get taken down and be able to base and get back up, that's very important. You see here, he never settles for this takedown. He's on his hand, and he knows from there, he's locked around his waist, he's going to follow, he works his way to the cage. That's intelligent thinking right there, and a smart fighting to get to the fence where he has a little support. And one of the things that Whittaker does so well is this fake right hand to a head kick, right? And he purposely throws it off on an angle past your shoulder.
Robert Whittaker, he's not just a very lucky fighter. He already had the title. He already had the middleweight title of 185 pounds or 187 pound title.
Like a high kick. He places it right on your neck or right on your jaw and puts you out. I mean, he does that better than almost anybody. That throw the right cowboy is another one who does it really well, but he does it a little different. He gets you to really slip off people.
See him? See him right here? See him? Right here? That's Dan Hardy. He's from Europe. Dan Hardy got knockout power. He's from Europe. He might have had the title too. He might have had 155 lightweight, the lightweight title. But he's from Europe. And he went to the Shaolin school, Kung Fu in Shanghai, China. Dan Hardy was there. He went there, he studied there. He was already established before he went to the Shanghai Shaolin Temple School Kung Fu in China.
That's the first thing. The second thing is he's got to be combination striking. You know, like you said, it's the fake right hand that sets up the head kick. If he doesn't throw the fake right hand, they don't move on to the head kick. You've got to start chaining these combinations together. And the last thing of all, you've got to remember this is an MMA fight. You know, oftentimes we see fighters come in and they want to prove themselves in one range or another. Darren Till's a Thai boxer. He's got lucha libre background. He's got good takedown defense, of course. But if you go into a weakness in Darren Till's game from Robert Whittaker's perspective, it's got to be the grappling. And what was his first session back after his break? It was a gi jiu-jitsu session. You know, that was the first thing he went to do. I think he relies on the fact that he's an MMA fighter, that he's possibly a little bit more physically imposing, given the fact that he's been in this division more. I think that's his keys to victory.
Okay, well, he faces Darren Till in a top-of-the-table clash right here on Fight Island. And for Till's home gym team, Cowboy may have learned to adapt in this new world. But one thing is for sure, it is always tough.
There's a punk motherfucker. There's a child trafficker named Tuffy. Who has my daughter kidnapped in Seattle, Washington. Tuffy, nicknamed Tuffy. He's some 60 years old. Himself, Mario Earl, and Willie Earl, they have no idea what they're up against. They have no idea what they are up against. Have you ever seen a scientist? Have you ever seen a scientist from the 5%? Who is a well-rounded martial artist, mixed martial artist, Muay Thai kickboxer, Roman Greco, high school, collegiate, grappling skill level master, jiu-jitsu skill level master, hand to foot striking kung fu skilled master. Have you ever seen one of those before? Have you ever seen one of those? If you ever thought you could get away with kidnapping their daughter, it would be the most psychologically demented idea you could manifest. The most psychologically demented idea you could manifest to think you could kidnap my daughter. And I have Kung Fu world records in Las Vegas, Nevada. Still 8 unbroken. I still have 120 chin-ups on my index fingers. I still have 120 chin-ups scored on my index fingers in 7 minutes or less. So we would like to honor the vicar, Zoe Lachey Walker, the kidnapped victim. If not for her kidnapping and current 3-year kidnapping, current 3-year video recorded beating, abuse, molestation, smashed in her face on video recording with a bicycle handlebar at age 5 by her falsified father named Gregory, the so-called biological father of Zoe Lachey Walker. Yeah, to boost their narcotic sales, they sell video recordings of my daughter being abused in Federal Way in Tukwila to the teenagers. They watch the videos on thumb drive, etc. Yet if you thought you would escape, look, now the entire world is kidnapped. Kidnapped. I'm not advocating a superiority against anyone. I'm not advocating a superiority against anyone. Yet I'm stating, I'm showing and proving that if my daughter was not kidnapped in Seattle for the past 3 years, you wouldn't have a coronavirus. Plague from God. Arm, leg, arm, head is all I said. Arm, leg, arm, head is all I said. Arm, leg, arm, head is all I said. Discretion or professional martial law test. Big bad boy. Born Islam God. Born cipher cause. No toy. Destroy the shaitan. Satan. Deploy. Employ the children from Shaolin Temple. Child trafficking. POW rescued by yours truly. Indubitably. And scoop up and group up. A professional head of no bus. No sphinx or kung fu. The true S. True rule universe. What? Pardon Shaolin Temple, professional, educate school, educate SOS, unprofessional, congressional, 187 Pontiac, Tom 2. Now it's Buddhist regard upon the Satan, any cultlessness, I'm the only one who's the truest. 187 upon a Judas. Yo, honestly, we can and we will see multiple children with professional athletic jobs. You won't see any martial artists coming down with the coronavirus, will you? You might see some basketball bouncing a ball up and down as if he was a girl. We don't play basketball. We fight. We don't even play football. We fight for our lives. You won't see any of that, will you? You won't see any martial artists coming down with the coronavirus, will you? You gotta fight for your life. There's no superiority, you superior to me superior to you. We all have children. We all used to be children. But if you have the best child, the most intelligent child kidnapped, and hope to create a sensation of superiority, envy, lust, hate, deceit, and jealousy, hoping to create envy and jealousy, hoping that you could provoke me to attack you, you succeeded. But when I take them out, I try to rescue the MIA, missing in action, the POW child. I try my best. I've seen multiple children. I've published their names and their locations. They're kidnappers. They're killers. They're murderers. Sometimes the parents who even murder their own children. I published them in a book. The Ashar 10 Physical Stages of the Law. Westwood Books, Ivy Cates, and Mia Baker are being bribed in Los Angeles, California, not to sell the book. That's why there's a coronavirus, because they wouldn't save the children. Those children will never contract the coronavirus. Those children are supposed to be saved and rescued by the gods. Arm, leg, arm, head is all I said. Professional, discretional, congressional. I am YouTube. This is YouTube World Record Breakdancing News. This is YouTube. This is Facebook, Nabinur Muslim Hasib.